Here he comes, folks. One of the top contenders for any of the belts here in IPW. That's Pat McGroin, and he's fighting his longtime nemesis, Devin Nash.
Devin Nash and Pat McGroin have over a 4-year history together. They trained together upon breaking into this business. They were a member of a former group here in IPW. They have been going at each other for over a year and a half now. There's nothing whatsoever that I think could possibly bring them back into the same fold. Devin Nash has made it very clear in recent months. He's bitter. He's upset. He considers himself the television champion. And you see Pat McGroin, he's going to take liberties with that long, flowing, poison-like hair of Devin Nash.
I tell you, and of course, Richie Rich, also in the ring, has had problems with both of these individuals, but especially Devin Nash as of late.
Why is it that Devin Nash is going to go through again? He's trying to come for the IPW television title. He realizes he has to go through people like Pat McGroin. Huge hip toss. Takes Pat McGroin, hip toss him right out of his boots, and he gives him another and then meets him with a wicked clothesline. Pat McGroin, if you're going to turn away from those clotheslines in the hopes of protecting yourself, the truth is, you're better off. If it's too late to get away from it, take the bump, take it on your back, save your neck for when you're going to need it. But like you were saying, the mullet Richie Rich, he's been at odds with Devin Nash. Why is somebody that's going to be going for the IPW television title and is making a serious run for that belt, why would he do everything in his power to upset one of the head officials like Richie Rich?
Well, I tell you what, Devin Nash has shown he doesn't particularly care if it's Richie Rich, Pat McGroin, Don Juan DeSanto, Dr. Heresy, anybody who gets in his way, he's going to take out. He is the stiffest man in IPW, as named that by yourself, Ron Niemi. But there's a stiff chair shot from Devin's former partner in high society, Pat McGroin.
Why is it that Richie Rich goes through the trouble of taking the chair out of the hands of my very good friend, Devin Nash?
Your very good friend, Devin Nash.
Yeah, we're old friends. You know, just talk to Devin. He'll tell you, brother. You seen what he did for me last week when Rod Steele was trying to take my head off with that chair.
He didn't do that for you. He did that because Rod Steele is the television champion.
Well, you can look at it however you want to. The way I look at it is we're good old friends, and he's going to do what he can to protect me. He knows that I have a lot of power in the booking committees. He knows if he wants a shot at the IPW television title. See, again, I'm talking about television championships and why he's messing with Richie Rich and getting heat with him. But yeah, Pat McGroin doesn't even have the sense to hook a leg. And you see what it gets him. It gets him body slam right off of the top rope. Use your head, Pat McGroin. You're going to end up finished.
Let's not forget Pat McGroin, also a former IPW television champion, next to Dr. Heresy, about the longest running television champion that we've ever had here in IPW. Oh, and there he goes, as you called, the cherry shot by Devin Nash, and then he lays out Richie Rich as well.
What is he going to accomplish with this, though?
He lays them both out.
He's going to end up breaking both his hands. He's going to end up getting suspended. You can't punch a referee in the face, and there he is making his own 3 count on the referee, then on Pat McGroin, a double pin for Devin Nash.
Wow, Devin Nash showing his aggressive side, taking out both Pat McGroin and the referee Richie Rich. That ended up being a double DQ, no contest. I don't even know what you want to call it. I don't see how, but that's what it was ruled.
Why would Devin Nash risk his livelihood by busting up 2 of his own fists by taking out the mullet Richie Rich and Pat McGroin? Not smart thinking by Devin Nash if he's going to make a serious run at this TV title.
And speaking of that television title, in our main event, it's a 3-way dance. It's Rod Steele, Scoot Andrews, and Lex Lovett.
Rod Steele was supposed to be teaming up with Billy Fives on this evening to take on Mike Sullivan and Scoot Andrews in a huge tag team match. Mike Sullivan and Billy Fives couldn't make it to the WrestlePlex due to personal reasons. Rod Steele steps to the plate, puts his TV title on the line. Scoot Andrews accepts the challenge, and so does Lex Lovett. Needless to say, Rod Steele was... He was flummoxed! He was completely flummoxed!
Let's check it out! Alright, this should be one great main event, and here you see him coming out first. The Black Nature Boy, Scoot Andrews, former IPW heavyweight and light heavyweight champion, followed by what used to be one of the most hated guys in IPW, a hostile complex that's changed it a little bit. It's one of my favorite guys, the Miami Pound Machine, Rod Steele.
The IPW television champion, Rod Steele.
And here he comes again, Lex Lex Lovett seems to always be sticking his nose in the business of Scoot Andrews. He came out and made this a three-way dance for the IPW television title, and to Rod Steele's credit, he didn't back down from that challenge, putting that belt up against two of the best in the business.
You know, when it comes to a three-way dance or a triple threat match, as some people like to call it, the moves that come out of matches like this are absolutely amazing. You have to have innovative wrestlers like Scoot Andrews, Rod Steele, and Lex Lovett in there to make it a three-way dance or a triple threat that people want to see. Now, Rod Steele, he was supposed to be wrestling in a tag team match tonight, teaming with Billy Fives against Scoot Andrews and Mike Sullivan. Because of personal reasons, Mike and Billy couldn't make it. Immediately, Rod Steele steps up to the plate, says he'll put his IPW television championship on the line. Scoot Andrews says, I'll take that shot, and out of nowhere, Lex Lovett once again shows up out of nowhere. He says, Scoot Andrews, you get a shot at the TV title, then I'm in this match. Commissioner Eddie Edwards, he put it on the line, he signed a contract, and here we are, Aaron.
All right, Lex Lovett basically saying he's going to shadow Scoot Andrews anywhere he goes. They have a history with each other. They've cost each other matches. They've cost each other titles, for that matter. And right now, they're both having to work together a little bit to go after Rod Steele. And I tell you what, the ring looking a little bit crowded there. The guy's not able to quite fulfill their moves because the third guy gets in the way. But that's what happens when you have a three-way dance. That's what makes it so much more dangerous than just a regular match. The truth of the matter is, if Rod Steele doesn't get up really quick, he could lose this belt without even being pinned or even being involved in the finish whatsoever.
Half of the strategy in these matches is staying out of the way. If somebody's going for a hip toss, Scoot Andrews, if he wants a hip toss, Rod Steele, Lex Lovett gets in the way, he basically gets leveled by a flying through the air Rod Steele, which in IPW happens to be one of the best foreign objects.
Yes, as opposed to the flying through the air steel rod that you might see other places.
Absolutely. You see Lex Lovett with a springboard leg drop off the second rope right on Scoot Andrews, and the mullet Richie Rich making his presence known this week on IPW Hardcore Recap. He's in there for a big IPW television title match. He's got his hands full, but he's doing a hell of a job so far.
I tell you what, that's quite a recovery for Richie Rich after being laid out by Devin Nash, but he is one tough individual, and there you see Rod Steele taking out Lex Lovett, and if he can hurry up, he's going to retain this television title.
And once again, you hear the crowd pop for Rod Steele, who basically does everything in his power to make these people Andrews. Don't be afraid to absolutely light up Rod Steele and tear that chest apart and turn it into hamburger sandwiches.
I tell you what, when you're teaming up with a guy like Mike Sullivan, you learn what a chop is across somebody's chest real quick. But Ron Niemi, any truth to the rumor that Rod Steele started saying Mike Sullivan didn't show up because he knew exactly what he'd get from the Miami Pound Machine?
That's exactly what he said. He also said that his Sullivan might not like that, but personally he takes exception to that. Mike Sullivan is still a member of 911 Incorporated, as is the Beautiful Ecstasy. Rod letting these two wear each other down. Here he comes back right when the pickings are right. Huge leg lariat by Scoot Andrews. Keep your eye on Lex Lovett, Scoot.
All right, here you see Lex Lovett, like you said, biding his time, just waiting for the pinfall attempt to break it up. He wants to rest, but he doesn't want to not be involved in that finish. He wants the television title. He knows it's a stepping stone to Agent Steel and the IPW Heavyweight Championship.
The IPW Heavyweight title is one of the most coveted championships in the business today. And on August 17th, right here at the Florida WrestlePlex, that title will be on the line. The IPW television title held by Rod Steele will be up for grabs, and coming back to IPW Hardcore Wrestling, he has signed the contract. Tony Mamaluke, former ECW World Tag Team Champion, will be on the card August 17th.
Hey, well, last time we saw Tony Mamaluke, he had a great match with Jet,
and one with the DDT, and the best you can
thingy gimmick do-rag, as Ron Niemi.
All over the state. You got it, and as a matter of fact, you can buy more. Oh my God, look at Lex Lovett. Absolutely.
Oh, there we go, and he drops Scoot Andrews on top. Rod Steele will be a little bit more worse for wear than...
Oh, that is close. You know, it's not an IPW television title match.
I drive up to our school, their friends all look so cool, hanging by the bleachers. Your friends all stop and stare at my spiky hair and at my punk rock t-shirt. You are the girl for me, only you can see me. Your eyes are not open, 'cause I am one of a kind, and you'll never find a guy who will love you more. I see you in the hall.
What a beautiful three-way dance, and Rod Steele is still your IPW television champion. Folks, that's it for this week.
Oh, no, that's not it. That's not the end of this show. We gotta give them a little extra bonus. We're gonna give you a taste of what happened in that IPW hardcore title match. Kubiak defends the title in IPW Condiment Death Match against that insane fool, Concession Boy. There was tacks, there was barbed wire, there was ketchup, and I do like ketchup a lot. I like it on my hot dogs, not in my open wounds. This is sick.